Okay, so I don't know, if people understand this about all of the insane kind transition of energy. Anytime not only the sun goes from one sign to the next, but also, you throw in the fluctuating moon, and if it's a waning moon going to a waxing or growing moon, going to have a lot of things going on, especially dependent on like the sign it's in, right? And then of course, you have a planetary, two kind planetary transitions to two different kind signs. Let me get there. Okay, so on the 16th of May, Jupiter went into Taurus. There's a video that I made, right around that time. And then 3 days later, had new moon in Taurus. So, during that time was probably feeling pretty, good, stable, comfortable, kind of chill, yeah. And then the next day, Mars goes from Cancer, which Oikurish, to Leo. So it's going from a catalytic sign, a shit starter in Cancer, to a fixed sign in Leo. All right. Now in Cancer, Mars is not happy in Cancer at all. It's comfortable in Leo because Mars, it's ruled by fire sign Aries. So when it's in Cancer, you might have noticed that people have been really, really, really touchy, and they're real, bent on revenge. You're watching all these things on online about all this revenge killing, or especially women. If that motherfucker does this, what they would do. Okay, that's Mars in Cancer. But with Mars in Leo, we're very demonstrative. We are very out there. We want to be the ones in charge, right? Okay, so for those couple 4 days, we get all these changes going on, and one of them, it's a damn generational sign, Jupiter. Then the next day, the 21st, the sun goes into Gemini, and we're good until again the next day when the moon goes from Gemini to Cancer. And that's what I'm going to talk about mostly right now, is when the moon changes sign, especially when you have all of these gigantic planetary transitions going on. You are going to feel it. My proof and evidence of this is that during those couple days, 2.5 days, my phone, my text, my Instagram messages, my Facebook messages, my emails were just packed with people asking me, how come this? How come that? Why am I feeling like this? I had two very good friends of mine telling me, well, three actually, about things that had come to an end for them. And two of them are Cancerians. The other one is a Gemini who used to be, with a Cancer. And all three of these ladies going through it at the same time, telling me the same thing. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. They do, but they don't. In that same regard, the rest of the signs, myself included, okay, when the moon specifically is in a water sign, but guaranteed for sure when it is in Cancer, its own sign. You got all this other kind of stuff going on in the up there, the great big up there. Some strange shit going to happen, and it's going to happen at ground zero. We are ground zero when it comes to my brand of astrology. Okay, we are the universe. So we got all this kind of roiling stuff going on. Oh hell yeah. Your outer world is going to feel exactly like your inner world. It's going to color it, right? So imagine, plenty of us not being able to communicate, not being able to figure out not so much what everybody else's trip is, but what the hell our own problem is. And we don't know. We're feeling all these things that had to come to the surface eventually. And we had to feel those feelings and go through those things and deal with all of it, all within this much time. But plenty of us woke up today after probably 2 or 3 very sleepless nights. Look, this, I get luggage, yeah. 2 or 3 very sleepless nights going through what I call the feels. We was feeling, what we was feeling, right? And as I scrolled through my socials, because I do that, I scroll through the socials every time the moon changes signs, every time one planet changes signs. I go look at what people are posting, right? There's a lot of angst. During Mars in Cancer, you will have, recognized that you have all of these primarily matronly, mothering, baby kind, kids. All these things came to the surface. And what? I mean, have you guys seen the Target thing going on right now? How they had an emergency meeting and all this Bud Light stuff. All of that seems to have changed within a very few couple days. And by changed, I mean some of these people thought they was going to pull one, not a fast one, on the entire world all over again, where, a lot of these big corporations just believe that they're going to shove it in our faces and they're going to have all these people identifying as they care to, shoving it in our faces and telling us we're going to jail, going to get arrested for what? Hate crimes? For hurting your feelings? When the moon is in Cancer, in its own sign, you're going to feel so much more of the things that you don't like feel. And in the, I guess that, the everybody kind way, you have to remember every single one of us on this planet is feeling a certain way. We're feeling how we feel, in other words. And, now that the moon has gone into Leo, today you might be feeling that, all of this other stuff provided by Jupiter and Taurus, provided by the beginning of this phase, this, growing moon phase in Taurus, back couple days on 19th, to have it go where we were going from the, the 22nd, 23rd to the 24th, with it, gradually culminating to yesterday, which was outrageous. I just can only call it heavy, oppressive energy, mainly on plenty of people, like me, heebie-jeebie auntie, who for 3 days we could feel this pressure building up. Yeah, that is the moon in you. That is not the moon in the sky. That's the moon in you. You're reacting to that. Okay, and the thing about that is every year we cycle. Okay, and even though on the top of things, in our heads, we feel like we are healed from whatever was during this time of year, plenty of years in the row that we went through. But our nervous system hasn't healed, which that's another video on my other channel, which I'll get to that eventually. But when you are starting to feel as if literally everything is crawling up your okole and going, snatch you or suffocate you, that's when you want to go and look at how many planets are changing. Is the sun changing from one sign to the next? Is a generational planet changing? Is the moon, waning, or is it brand new? What is Mars doing? What sign is the moon in? And then, what is your sun? What is your moon? What are all of your placements, and how is it reacting to the outer planets? And I don't mean the generational outer planets. I mean the ones out there, the other ones, not the one we're on. So when you are experiencing this heavy kind energy and you are noticing it not just in your small little circle of people, right? But you're seeing it online, you're watching it in the news, you're hearing it on the radio, you everything around you seems like, oh, you might want to go check the moon. You might want to go check the movement of the planets. You might want to go see what the hell is going on. Okay, this is why I'm real big on study and research and reading and all that kind of stuff. I'm real big on ignoring all these memes that tell you, oh, you want Pisces sun, so you want whiny son of a bitch. Do I seem like a whiny son of a bitch to you? Maybe not, but I can be, because why? I'm a Pisces. However, given that my moon is Taurus, okay, and here's the change up. Even though it's Taurus, Okay, there's plenty of moon signs, moons, or lunar sign or lunar selves. Plenty of them that are very stable, but out of all of the signs, the most stable one is Taurus, which is my moon sign. And when specifically a chill moon sign like Taurus is affected by the shifting signs of the moon and the phases and all that kind, it is very dearly time to go and look at what the hell sign it's in, what phase it's in, if it's, waning or if it's growing. Time to go look at that. Time to go give it a reason why you feel the way you feel. So, all this heavy energy the last, we call it 48 hours, was because of planetary, positions. They're changing signs. And yeah, I know. Plenty of people going, I don't believe that. Good, no believe it. I don't care. I do. So, I will see you folks next time. Thank you for watching. And yeah, go share this video and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I see you. Bye.